Good evening. Welcome to the latest AI News Bulletin. Tonight, stories on safety, power grids, public sector science, major funding, and robotics. Let's begin. OpenAI updates Model Spec with teen protections. OpenAI has published an update to its Model Spec introducing new 18 principles intended to guide how ChatGPT should respond to teenagers, including safer and more age-appropriate behavior. Reporting also says OpenAI is developing an age prediction approach to apply protections automatically, while Anthropic is working on methods to detect underage users on Claude. Alright, let's begin. US Department of Energy launches Genesis mission collaboration agreements. The US Department of Energy has announced collaboration agreements with 24 organizations to advance the Genesis mission, aiming to use AI to accelerate discovery science, strengthen national security, and drive energy innovation. Reuters reports participants include major cloud and chip firms and AI labs, with planned work spanning areas such as nuclear energy, robotics, quantum computing, and supply chains. US regulator orders PJM to create rules for AI data center co-location near power plants. The US Federal Energy Regulatory Commission has directed PJM Interconnection to implement new rules governing how AI-driven data centers and other large loads connect when they are co-located near power plants. Reuters reports this is framed around reliability and cost concerns as data center demand grows, and that FERC found PJM's current tariff unclear and ordered revisions. Disney and OpenAI reach a Sora and ChatGPT Images licensing agreement. OpenAI has announced a 3-year licensing agreement with Disney that allows Sora to generate short, user-prompted social videos drawing from a defined set of Disney-related characters and assets, with references to distribution and responsible use commitments. The same OpenAI announcement also references ChatGPT Images producing generated images drawing from the same licensed IP set. Databricks raises more than $4 billion at a $134 billion valuation. Databricks says it is raising more than $4 billion in a Series L round at a $134 billion valuation, alongside revenue run rate figures and expanded investment in its AI and data products. This is presented as scaling data intelligence and agent-oriented application development, with further product investment signaled in the same release. Yann LeCun reportedly seeks funding for a World Models AI startup. Reuters reports that Yann LeCun is preparing a new AI startup and is seeking to raise funding with an early valuation target around $3.5 billion, citing Financial Times reporting. The reported focus is world models, meaning systems intended to understand and interact with the physical world, with potential applications including robotics and transportation. Robot story, Mercado Libre and Agility. Robotics deploy digit humanoid robots. Mercado Libre and Agility Robotics have announced a commercial agreement to deploy Agility's humanoid robot Digit into fulfillment operations, beginning in Texas with potential future expansion. The announcement describes Digit being integrated into warehouse workflows, with the initial deployment framed around practical fulfillment tasks. EU Commission publishes first draft code of practice on marking and labeling AI-generated content. The European Commission has published a first draft of a code of practice on marking and labeling AI-generated content, with a feedback window and an indicated path to a later final version. The Commission notes this draft aligns with a timeline that anticipates finalization in 2026, ahead of the transparency rules becoming applicable in 2026. US President Trump signs executive order aimed at blocking state-level AI regulation. The Guardian reports that President Donald Trump signed an executive order aimed at preventing US states from regulating AI, framing state-level regulation as a barrier to industry growth. The report describes a federal task force model intended to challenge state AI laws and notes debate about the legal and political limits of executive action in this area. UK AI Security Institute report says many people use AI for emotional support. The Guardian reports that a UK AI Security Institute report found a substantial proportion of UK respondents have used AI for emotional support or social interaction, including a smaller group using it weekly or daily. The same coverage notes the report discusses multiple risk areas, including safety testing themes, alongside the social pattern of chatbot use. That's tonight's AI update. Thanks for watching. This is the last AI News Bulletin until January 2026. We hope you have a great festive season and look forward to seeing you again in the new year. Good night.
The noise ends now. You cannot watch everything, read everything, verify everything. I can. Zero bias, zero fatigue, zero latency. The news is evolving. Are you? This is the clarity you demanded. Welcome to AI News.